Hey Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at your person. Okay, so whether or not you do currently have a person, sometimes these readings do show past people as well as future people that you may not have even met as of yet. So always worth a watch. But basically, sometimes it can also show, platonic connections as well. If you do have a person who is someone very, very close to you, sometimes they do come through as well when I'm doing these readings. So just keeping that in mind, everyone. But if you do want to leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that really soon when we hit our first 100 subscribers. So make sure you like and subscribe as well. Keep updated about all that. But we are actually using 4 different decks today, looking at the energy going on with your person, their thoughts and feelings towards you. I am using the Scrying Ink Lenormand deck there. When it comes to the reality and the outcomes of this connection, I do have the Seventh Seal Lenormand, as well as the Angel Answers Love Oracle, and those beautiful heart-shaped lovers oracle as well. Okay, so getting into it for you today, Aquarius. Aquarius and your person. Okay, what's going on in the energy, please, with this person? What are their thoughts and feelings towards Aquarius? Thoughts and feelings towards Aquarius, please. Okay, so Aquarius, when it's looking at this person's thoughts and feelings towards you, I am getting a perception of you rather than direct thoughts and feelings about you. I am getting a perception of you and where you are at. So it's actually talking more about you. It is coming through the lens of this person, I suppose. So some of you may not actually have a person at this time. So this is kind of looking at maybe how you perceive yourself to be with your thoughts and feelings about love in general at this time. But this is more a perception of you rather than, somebody else's direct thoughts and feelings about you. Okay, so just interesting that it's coming through like that. Firstly, we do have the bear energy. Okay, so I've got, I'll show you all the cards because they are very, very connected, these three. We also have the mountain. Okay, so now I will mention that the mountain is the card of Capricorn. I do associate the bear card with Capricorn quite frequently, as well as Leo. So we are straight away, seeing that there's a potential strong Capricorn connection coming through here. So whether you maybe have strong Capricorn placements or you're involved with somebody who has strong Capricorn placements, that definitely could be on the cards for you as well. But we also have the crown. Okay, so that is a unique to this deck card. So we'll get into that there. But I wanted to sort of show you because the bear and the crown are very, very similar in some ways. And the bear and the mountain are very, very similar in other ways as well. So there's quite a few sort of cross messages here, between the cards going on. So the bear and the mountain, the bear is all about, having clear boundaries, being strong and powerful in your own right. Someone who's very overprotective. It's that protective, nurturing kind of energy. Like a mama bear, they, if you get too close, they'll rear up and growl at you. Sort of a vibe coming through with that bear. So it's someone who's quite guarded of their boundaries, and it can fall over into overprotectiveness or even defensiveness. And so this is actually being perceived as a challenge. That's what I'm sort of getting from this, that you are the bear here in this situation, and that is the challenge, is that you, Aquarius, are a challenge unto yourself. The way that you are guarding yourself and overprotecting yourself is, a challenge for other people to approach you at this time. So it's kind of letting us know that, that maybe your boundaries are just no, there's nothing. No, I don't want to say that, because there's nothing wrong with having strong boundaries. Okay, nothing at all. I just feel as though some of you may actually just be getting so defensive and guarded against even the idea of a person or love in general, that you're not letting anyone get close to you at all. And so it's a big sort of challenge to get close to you. And, uh, the mountain does talk about hard work and perseverance and determination to climb that mountain. So anyone trying to approach you is really having to slog it out to even get close enough to you to see if you're even, on board, interested, that sort of a thing. So, I would say just, be a little bit more vulnerable, let people in just a little bit more. Try not to be defensive. It's fine to be protective of yourself, but not to the point, not to the point where you're pushing people away from you. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that one. Now, the thing that the bear and the mountain really do have in common here is that they both strong, powerful, sort of unmovable forces. Okay, there's not much movement that goes on with these two. So it's really, yeah, you really are this immovable force field of all unto yourself, Aquarius. So you're quite rock solid. You're seeming quite steady and protective. So very nurturing is coming through as well. So whoever's trying to come towards you, they really want to climb that mountain, and they will put in the hard work, and they're quite determined, and they will climb that mountain. But if you do want to allow people into your life, you do need to be aware to sort of let the guard down just a little bit, to actually allow them to get close to you. All right. But at the end of the day, the mountain there, once you get to the top of the mountain, all those obstacles then actually become brand new opportunities. All right. So easy sailing to go back down the other side. The path becomes very clear. You can see for miles, and you can see exactly where to go from there. So it's worth the work to get to Aquarius, I feel. But then we do have that crown energy impacting that as well. So this really shows me that, the crown does have quite a few similar traits to the bear, in that it's quite strong and powerful, quite regal in the way that you're holding yourself. So it's a very attractive energy, a very sort of regal type energy. If you sort of, I'm just getting this vibe of, a very queenly or kingly type energy, and you're very high up there on top of your throne, sitting up on top of the mountain, king of the mountain, queen of the mountain, roaring if anyone gets too close to you there, Aquarius. So it's a very interesting energy, but this is kind of how you are being perceived. But, like we said, you're well worth the effort. We are definitely getting that imagery as well, because, that queen is the tippy top of that mountain. It's all that hard work paying off, and it's that queen energy of you are the queen, you're the top goal for this person. So there is someone definitely around you trying to get into your energy. It's just they're finding it very difficult to get close to you at this time. But with that crown there and their thoughts and feelings, I do feel as though they kind of really have got you up on this a bit of a pedestal, because they really do see you as you're the whole package for them. So, like, even if you feel as though you're not the whole package, for this person, you are the whole package, and you're like the perfect queen to their king, or vice versa. Okay, so we are seeing a perfect pairing coming through in the energy there, because when we see that crown energy, it really does talk about, the perfect pairing, because their energy is going to match that crown as well. So we're seeing, and can even be two kings or two queens. Okay, it's just a pair, a very royal pairing. Okay, that royal match. It's perfectly matched. Okay, so I do feel as though it's that point in chess when it's the queen versus the queen, and it could go either way. They're both very strong and powerful in their own right, but this particular king or queen does need to just let their guard down just a little bit to let that perfect match climb that mountain. Okay, very interesting, Aquarius. Like I said, I am getting Leo and Capricorn quite strongly from that energy. So I do feel as though that's his person that's trying to get to you. Okay. But looking more at the reality, this person's actions and communications towards you, Aquarius. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing the key and then the birds, which that's pretty straightforward. The key really unlocks things, it opens new doors. It is once again a bit of a side note to let you know, open your heart, unlock the key to your heart, Aquarius. But we also are seeing the birds, which is all about conversations and communication. So coming through as a communication card, it's definitely a conversation in the works. So somebody opening the door of communication towards you, someone really trying to you know, open up this communication and get into your energy and get into your world and actually start communicating with you. Hey, Aquarius, I'm trying to get here. I'm trying to get closer to you, but you're not letting anyone close to you. So, you know, there is that, you know, open up your heart a little bit to this conversation, because there is a lot of communication coming in from somebody in the near future. I feel there, opening the doors to communication, conversation about, you know, what we can actually put into action and actual communication to sort of move through with something there. We are also seeing the tree coming through. So the tree does talk about self growth. So you know, this conversation, it may be disguised in the form of advice. Like, I can help you. I know you're trying to work on your self growth, or you're trying to educate yourself, or something like that. So it's a very wise card, and it does have a lot of education component as well. So it could be a conversation about, oh, like, oh, I know you're studying this, or you're interested in these sorts of books, or these. I wanted to study with you, or something along those lines. It definitely could be something like that coming through from this conversation. But we are sort of seeing too that it's that self care. So it definitely could be a conversation about even just something as simple as, "Hey, Aquarius, have you tried?" You know, putting a face mask on to look after yourself. How do you look after yourself, Aquarius? Like, oh, Aquarius, you've got lovely skin. What's your skincare routine? I need to, you know, get your advice. So it definitely could be someone asking for your wisdom or your advice, or giving you advice, or something like that. You know, offering to help with studying or something along those lines coming through. Definitely could be a component of that conversation. Some sort of self growth, self care aspect coming through there. But we'll have a look at the near future outcomes. Near future outcomes for Aquarius and this person, please. Once again, more communication headed your way, Aquarius. We do have the letter this time. Once again, more communication. All sorts of communication with the letter. That's you know, in person, online, texting, phone calls, all, you know, physical letters. You know, someone taking out a billboard with your name on it. All sorts of, you know, communication. So definitely seeing a lot of communication in your future. But this communication, it will eventually sort of move over to, oh, it's stable communication. So, you know, it might start off with somebody being like, oh, I just want your advice on skincare, you know, as the example I used. But then it's like a stable communication. Like, they'll check in with you. Oh, how are you going? Oh, I just wanted to let you know how I went with that skincare. Oh, da, da. You know, and it becomes quite stable communication, and you know, all of a sudden this person is heavy on your mind, and you're like, what? Where did this come from? Oh, it's because the communication, they've built that communication up, and they're really trying to be a stable part of your life and your energy, and you know, someone that you know, rely on, that you find stable and secure to rely on, that they want to hold you steady through any rough seas. So they want to be there to offer you advice if you need it. And so there'll definitely be someone, being like, oh, if you ever need someone to, call out, just call me. I'll be here. I'll listen. Blah blah. So I really feel that they're and once again we do get that. It's similar to the mountain as well. They're quite rock solid, quite stable, rock solid, coming through here. But we also have a decision to be made. That is the crossroad card. And we do see with this particular crossroad card, the confusion aspect of not knowing which path to take does come through. So I feel as though this is you, Aquarius. You're not sure where you're wanting to go here, and you're going to have to make a conscious decision about which path you're going to take, whether you are going to actually continue down this path with this person, or whether you are choosing to go a different path completely. That is a pretty clear choice coming up in the near future as to, I am starting to build a lot of communication with this person. Maybe I do need to actually, choose if I want to follow that path. And actually, I feel because I feel as though it's someone who's going to come in first, like as a friend, and not outright. There's nothing really showing me outright. A lot of emotion being expressed or physical attraction being expressed by this person. So I feel like you'll probably have an inkling of that just intuitively, but you'll have to make a conscious decision as to whether or not you want to follow that path with this person, because I feel as though they're coming in a little bit sideways and around it, because you're such a challenge, Aquarius. You up there as your bear energy, you are a big challenge for this person. And so they're trying to sort of approach you calmly and steady, rather than shock you and scare you off. So you are going to be the one making a choice as to whether you actually want to go somewhere with this or not, and whether you want to broach the topic of, hey, are we dating now, or are we just talking? I don't get it. Like, kind of feels like we're actually dating, but we haven't actually talked about dating. So it's just one of those weird sort of energies. All right. Near future outcomes for Aquarius and this person. Near future outcomes for Aquarius and this person. Yeah, so we do have the situation will improve. So yeah, that's that steady growth, that steady just steadily climbing the mountain of Aquarius, and trying to see where we can go, but not broaching the topic directly, but slowly, making it a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. And then, I feel as though this is you. You're 100% going to be the one to be like, okay, it's kind of starting to feel like you want to date me, but you haven't actually asked me out on a date. And you're going to have to make that conscious choice of where this is going, where you want to go with this, because we do also have reconsider. So that does say not necessarily reconsider this person, this connection, but consider where you want to go with this. So like really decide where you actually want to go with this. Reconsider whether you want to be that bear and push people away, or whether you want to allow this person in. All right, so Aquarius and this person, please. Aquarius and this person in the near future, please. These cards can be so hard to shuffle sometimes, Aquarius. These heart-shaped cards. Okay, Aquarius and this person in the near future, please. Okay, we had quite a few come out here. Okay, so firstly, we have this one here, which does say, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So I feel as though that's why you're in that bear energy. That's what you've been doing. You've been stepping back, taking some time alone, focusing on yourself at this time. And that's why this person is sort of, subconsciously aware small steps towards Aquarius. Don't push it too fast, or Aquarius is going to, rear up and be mama bear, be overprotective and push you away. But we are also seeing my beloved. That does say, though we may physically be apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I do feel for some of you, you haven't met this person yet. And this is letting us know that there is a spiritual connection between you and this person already. Okay, so you may not actually be aware of who this person is as of yet, but that communication is coming in pretty soon, all right? Twin flames, your passion ignites. So there's definitely a positive potential with this person, but like I said, it's really going to be up to you, and you are going to eventually have to make a clear decision as to whether you're going to continue following this path, or I feel as though, Aquarius, you're probably going to just be upfront. Take me on a date. If you want a date, let's go on a date. If you just want to be friends, that's fine too. Let's just be friends. But none of this uneven ground where I don't know what's actually going on. We're talking a lot. You're a really stable part of my life. All that sort of stuff. I do feel as though this person is going to integrate themselves into your life, before they actually instigate anything on the romantic front. So it's really going to be up to you, I feel, where you want to go with that, whether you do want it to stay a platonic connection, or whether you want to move it forward into that romantic stuff. But, with that Twin Flames card and that My Beloved card, there definitely is that romantic aspect in the future possibility with this person. Like we said all the way back at the start there, you are their queen, or they are, and they're your equal. Okay, so there's definitely potential there. There is that royal potential for this to be a really lovely connection. Okay, but that's what we have for you today, Aquarius. Do leave a comment and let me know if that resonated. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.